The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, then you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
It's the bad boys of radio.
Come on.
Here's Jack and Ron.
Talk to me, Daddy. What's going on? Hey, it's Monday. The Monday of the big holiday, 4th of July holiday coming up. It's Jack Dam Elliott, Ron Dam Williams, America's two favorite jackasses, with the number one video podcast in America. Thanks for taking time out of your busy, busy schedule to join us during our broadcast day. We're here each and every week at noon, from noon to 1, live at Othello's Italian Restaurant, right here in the bowels of downtown Edmond, right in the heart of Edmond. And they have another location in Norman on Campus Corner. Great Italian food each and every day, 7 days a week. They open at 4 p.m., both locations each and every day of the week. So check out great Italian food right here at Othello's in Edmond or in Norman. Also want to point out the fact that part of our sponsorship is Jack Attack Clean and Shine. Have you purchased a bottle of this for your vehicle yet? If you haven't, you just don't know how foolish you're being. One of the biggest mistakes you could make in your entire life is to not buy a bottle of this stuff. In fact, you might, if you haven't bought a bottle and you're thinking of not buying one, you might walk in the restroom and look in the mirror and say, I'm a dumbass because I didn't buy Jack Attack. So anyway, if you want to get a bottle and you want to look smart, you want to be, one of the individuals in the neighborhood that's considered A1, go to shopjackattack.com. Shopjackattack.com. You can get a bottle right there.
Yeah, I'd like my old-fashioned way of getting some Jack Attack, and that is, man, when you're bringing me a bottle. I like that version of it. Hey, don't forget about Howard Harris Funeral Services, my friend. Lots of things happen. And this is a crazy world, and things happen, so now's the time for you to go ahead and perhaps prepare yourself for the next journey. You never know what's going to happen.
I hear you,
and
Daddy.
here's something that Howard Harris provides that you'll find a lot of other funeral services don't. They will handle all of your veteran documents as needed for your funeral management. I don't know if you've ever gone through that, but it's a hassle. Well, it's the military for us, the government.
Yeah, there you go.
They will handle all of that for you, and at the same time, you can arrange exactly the type of service you desire, how you want to look, what you want to be doing. I learned that there was one lady that wanted to be buried face down, and another, she wanted to be on her side.
Really?
We used to make jokes about that.
Sure we did.
But you know what? That seems to be the deal, folks. Are very unique. Anyway, Howard Harris will go ahead and hook you up. All you need to do is give them a call. You can call Audrey Howard Harris at 405-682-1883. That's 405-682-1883.
Say, for instance, somebody who's planning their final journey says, look, at my service, my funeral service, I would like everybody who shows up to be given a pack of Wrigley Spearmint gum. Can you set that up too?
Sure, if they've left money for it.
Right. I mean, I figure they'll go ahead and put that in the amount of money that they're going to put into their final journey. They could do that.
Yeah.
For that matter, they could give everybody who comes out a bottle of Jack Attack Clean and Shine.
You bring a case of that, I'll take it out there, and I'll make sure that that's exactly what happens.
All right.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I remember there was one service where the favorite family color was purple.
Uh-huh.
And, I had on my purple tie.
Nice.
And the women, men and women, they all came with various purple clothes,
sure,
jackets or shirts or something like that. And you know what? And that's just part of it. You can have your goodbye the way you want it. And just have, I like to have some signs up like, so-and-so owes me money.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
And so-and-so stay away from my wife.
Oh.
And, you just different things that will constantly flash the entire time.
Yeah, on an electronic type billboard type thing you could have.
That's
mobile.
it. That's it.
Very cool. All right. Hey, by the way, we've got a phone number you can call, 405-358-7137. That's 405-358-7137.
They call that what's going to happen?
Well, they're going to be able to either get through and go live on the air with us, or they'll get our voicemail. What would they get, Richard? Probably the voicemail right now? Right. Okay, Richard's not on the computer right now. He's diddling around in the bar here at Othello's. That's Patron. You might want to put. No, don't put that in your briefcase. You can't take that with you.
You know, since we've been down here, more and more of the liquor's getting locked up.
Yeah. Everything's under lock and key since we've been doing a show here.
Yeah.
See, they don't open till 4 p.m., so we're the only ones in the building at this time, except maybe a guy in the kitchen or Lupe, who's the housekeeper here. Anyway, by the way, we have to acknowledge Richard. Richard is the shopkeeper, so to speak, of all the gear, all the equipment, and the executive producer of this #1 video podcast in America.
I still think at one point, I mentioned this months and months ago, at some point, we need to have 2 or 3 people in here as our live studio audience.
That'd be a great idea.
And we can, have them come over and answer questions. And, perhaps you would be able to go ahead and be part of that group. All you need to do is 405-358-7137.
All right, there you go.
That's all you need to do if you want to be considered, I'll put it this way, for part of a future studio audience when we decide to do it.
Yeah, leave us a voicemail at 405-358-7137. Let us know. Now,
maybe a picture too, would you?
Oh, that'd be nice. Hey, we got to get to Too Tough Trivia to kick things off, as we do each and every week, with a question that's usually so difficult, Richard and I can't get the answer, and Ron usually holds off to the end of the show to give us the answer on Too Tough Trivia. What do we got today?
Well, it's about American history. Since the folks in Washington are doing such a job on ignoring it. In the past century, every president has made at least one international trip. I mean, you do that. Folks come in, folks do that. In the last century, every president has made at least one international trip. There's only one exception who has not done that in the last century.
And you say international, so they've left America.
Yeah. So which president is it that said, well, I ain't going?
Well, I would think that in recent times, in the last 20, 30 years, everybody would have made a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you go further back to where
like
travel was not, before air travel was as...
I said the last century, and that's what, 100 years?
100 years,
100 years, yeah.
Before, like, right after World War II or World War I.
So we went back to 1924 or 1925, which would be 100 years ago.
Well, look at these detectives, folks.
Yeah,
I love these guys. Come on.
We're working it.
Yeah.
What was air travel like in 1925?
I don't think there was passenger jets.
Yeah. So we know Eisenhower wouldn't have been the one. Maybe it was Truman. I'm going to go with Truman.
Is it Truman?
No.
Yeah.
Truman put that hat on.
I think they only served one term. There's probably someone who only served one term.
The only other president I thought of was Richard Nixon, but it's not him.
No.
He was. I'm pretty sure Nixon looked like he was traveling.
Yeah,
all the time.
We know Trump's traveling all the time. He's never at the White House.
Oh, he can't wait. He's jumping up and down.
I can't wait to get on my
jet. I get
a new jet. I get to go play.
I still don't understand. We talked about that very briefly before we went on the air here. How can something be written into the Constitution about how much, as far as gifts, that a president can receive?
Yeah.
And this guy, he's acting like, I don't care.
Yeah.
When is? Let me take my glasses.
When do people become more ethical when they're in the political world?
When is our Congress going to go ahead and recognize that there are 3 divisions of government? You outweigh them 2-1.
Yeah.
When are you going to do something that is for the people, something that you know to be right, something good for your state, instead of just bowing down on your, bent knee, kissing this guy's ring? I don't get it.
I hear you. By the way, I was just thinking about presidents again. I was thinking maybe Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Whoa. I remember him being over there with Stalin and
that's not the it wouldn't be him.
Maybe
I was thinking of Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore,
but he wasn't in the last 100 years, was he?
I don't know.
The Rough Rider?
I don't think he was. No, I think he was.
I don't know when Theodore Roosevelt was president.
Well,
by the way, Mike Lauderdale is watching today on Facebook. Thanks, Mike. be sure to share this podcast, the number one video podcast in America. Share it with all your friends on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. Are we on TikTok?
Yes.
And we're on TikTok. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. You can't miss us, all right?
Yeah.
Share it. Let all your friends know right now. Just call them, text them, tell them, hey, Jack and Ron are doing that asinine thing they do each week. It's on right now.
And they showed up. So
Yeah.
come on. You know, and it's funny, I think, sometimes when our president gets in a hassle with people, bad things happen to those people.
Oh.
Remember he and Elon Musk? They've restarted their argument. And what happened? Oh, SpaceX blew up on the before
On the
it even
launching
took off.
pad, yeah. Go figure.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this is weird, but you know, like I said, we do not know the depth of what's going on in Washington, except that everybody they're a bunch of idiots, a bunch of cowards.
You pretty well classified them.
Well,
all right, we got to get to asinine trivia. That's part of the show where at the top of the show we ask Richard 3 questions. Questions so easy they're asinine. It's a contest we came up with years ago because salespeople at the radio station would come to us with some real cheesy-ass prize that they wanted us to give away, and they wanted us to blow it up and make it sound like we were giving away a brand-new house.
So we give them softball questions, much like Rich is going to get right now.
Exactly. So here you go. Question 1 with asinine trivia, Richard. Give me the name of the 2024-2025 NBA championship team.
Oklahoma Thunder.
Oklahoma City Thunder, you got it.
Yeah, blow that one.
Yeah.
I got nervous. I did get nervous.
Question number 2. Where would I buy a McDonald's Big Mac?
Mickey D.
You got it, McDonald's. Finally, question 3. Name the 2 guys who have won more broadcast awards than any other broadcasters in Oklahoma and who also wear rubber party pants while sitting in a hot tub filled with lime jello and sipping on purple margaritas while having the Thunder Girls hose them down with cans of ready whipped cream topping, and who also performed the number one video podcast in America.
Jack and Ron.
You got it, Jack and Ron. Jack and Ron.
I have to confess that there was more than once I didn't wear any rubber underwear.
Oh, no problemo. No worries. Hey, you know, we were talking about, before we went on, we were talking about different things in the world and the immigrants and all the deal. You know, they got this alligator Alcatraz that they're instituting, I guess, to put illegal immigrants in.
And the big time Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, wasn't it a Native American monument or something that was dedicated to them?
I think.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden it's something else. But
anyway, I was thinking about a friend of mine. I say friend, he's an acquaintance. He was the guy working at the front desk at my gym that I go to. Guy's name is Victor. Nice guy, 22 years old. And
shout out to Victor.
Huh?
Just because you say he's a nice guy. Shout out to Victor.
Shout out to Victor. Yeah. Anyway, Victor working there at the front desk. Yesterday was his last day because he's moving on to do other things. Well, for one, he said he's going to get his GED, which I thought was great. And then I kind of, you know, in a Jack and Ron way, did a little interrogation to find out, well, you didn't graduate from high school? He did, but he's from Denmark. He graduated from high school in Denmark, but he said many of the credits don't carry over to America, which I didn't know. And when it comes to, so he's got to get his GED, and he told me he has to take a 7-hour exam in order to get his GED, at which time he's going to join the Air National Guard. And I thought, well, this is all good. But I thought, you came from, he's a pretty bright guy, okay, so he should pass the exam pretty easily. But I had no idea that if you graduated from a high school in another country, it wouldn't actually be recognized in our country. I was
unaware of that, too. That's brand new to me.
And here's an interesting thing about that. He speaks 4 languages.
Wow.
So I'm thinking, if he speaks 4 languages, the exam ought to be he ought to be able to ace that exam.
I always get a little smile on my face when I see certain individuals, usually out of some position, elected position, and they sort of talk about immigrants and things of that nature.
Right.
And I said, you know, you ever talk to, you know how many languages a lot of these folks can speak, and I know English is a big hassle for you, and we've got multi folks. Well,
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got, like, for instance, the guys at my convenience store. Most of them speak 3 or 4 languages. It's very common for them to speak 3 or 4 languages. One of them speaks 5 different languages.
whoa.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty amazed.
Yeah, you
at that.
look at that, and then I think back to high school when I took French.
Right.
I didn't say I passed. I took French and managed to pass Spanish. And I realized, man, I don't know squat.
I know, because I took German and Spanish at one, and I'll tell you what, the only thing I know is I can count to 10 in German, and in Spanish I can say, dos cervezas por favor, señor.
You say it so good.
Thank you. Well, so I do know
Yeah.
that. Hey,
I can imagine everybody going, hey, Jack, what's your order for us?
yeah. Dos cervezas por favor. Hey, by the way, we got to say hi to Robert Cox, who's checking us out, along with Brian Massey. Susan Wood also checking us out on Facebook, checking out the #1 video podcast in America. Jack Elliott, Ron Williams, thanks for putting up with us. Be sure to share and let everybody know, everybody on planet Earth, text them right now. Tell them Jack and Ron are live all the way till 1 o'clock today, live at Othello's, and they can find us on YouTube, on, is it Jack and Ron Show or The Jack and Ron Show on YouTube?
Jack and Ron Show.
Jack and Ron Show on YouTube, Jack and Ron Show on TikTok, and Jack and Ron on Facebook.
You're correct.
There you go. All right, something I saw pretty interesting. New study in England found people who have a lot of nightmares are more likely to drop dead.
Dang.
Yeah, and here's the reason I bring this up is because I have a lot of
Me
nightmares.
too.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Researchers tracked people for almost 20 years, and the ones who had nightmares at least once a week were 3 times more likely to die before the age of 70.
Is there like a medical death or just like
They said, you know
just
what?
die in their sleep for the nightmare?
I have told my wife there are times when I'll wake up. Now, this is the strange thing. My nightmares aren't like, Godzilla or some giant monster coming to get me. I'm always at the radio station. The equipment breaks down, or I can't get to the remote broadcast. It's always radio. And I'm like stressed. I mean, I am stressed. I woke up one night, I'm just like shaking from the stress. And I'm thinking, I told my wife, this kind of stress, this is how people have heart attacks in the middle of the night. She thinks
there
I'm
you go.
nuts.
That's how they die.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I get stressed out so bad from these nightmares, fearing that I can't get. I'm like, Ron, we've got to get there. Or Ron, we've got to get this thing working.
It's always
we
Ron's fault.
I'm always with Ron saying, we've got this problem with the equipment. I can't get we've got dead air. We've got this, that. And that's, like the last thing you ever want in the industry is dead air. So at any rate, they're saying if you have a lot of nightmares, it makes you age faster. So before they kill you, they'll make you look like a wrinkly old person.
Oh, wow.
So,
It's funny you bring that up because sort of with the same thing. It takes parents. Are you ready for this? Because, both of you guys should be able to go ahead and give your feelings on it. It takes 2.5 days to recover from traveling with the family. It takes parents 2.5 days
Wow.
to even get back together.
I did
when
not
getting
know
their
that.
head- to recover from traveling with the family.
I think it probably depends, too, on how big the family is, Because the more people, the more problems. That's what I've always said about
Yeah.
life in general.
Yeah, I used to, when I got to a certain age, started encouraging everyone to take their own vacation.
Yeah.
Go where you want to go, do what you want to do. Only I won't be there to pay for
I think it just all depends on if I'm driving.
Yeah.
I got to have recouped time from driving. Other than that, I don't mind hanging out, vacation with family.
I don't know.
I live with them.
With me, it's just my wife and I when we travel. Of course, we have one daughter, but she's been married and long gone to where she lives now in Cincinnati. So we don't really travel. The only family is my wife and myself. And yeah, there's stress involved. A lot of times, especially if you fly or in driving too, because of traffic issues and what have you. But flying, the TSA, that whole airport experience. It's not I like flying. I love air flight. I just hate the whole airport experience.
Oh, see,
the lines, the this, the that.
I take my hat off to you.
Thank you.
Because I am not a fan of flying. What was that last, I think it was leaving Los Angeles, and the plane, the engine started throwing fire out, and they had to turn and come back. I'm saying, you know what? haven't we been having a lot of plane problems lately?
Yeah, within the last year, I think we've had
Yeah.
more issues in the air than we've had in any other time in history.
Yeah.
Is it just planes are just getting old, or not properly maintained?
I don't know. You
Too
know,
few workers to take care of
what
it.
was that 787 that had 200 passengers that
Yeah.
crashed? Then they
Woo.
said, "Oh, one of the engines was new." Really?
Wow,
Well, why didn't you replace all of them?
that's a good idea.
Yeah, instead of one. It's crazy. So wherever we go, you'll have to wait on me because I'll be driving.
You'll be driving?
Yeah.
I do drive quite a bit. We drive to Cincinnati when we go to see our daughter and her husband and 2 little grandkids because there are no direct nonstop flights from anywhere in Oklahoma to anywhere in Ohio. We couldn't fly out of Oklahoma City or Tulsa to, say, Cleveland or Toledo or Akron or Cincinnati. No, so when you got to go, this whole airport experience, when you got to fly through Memphis or Chicago or Dallas and catch a connecting flight, so many times the connecting flight leaves without you because your flight was delayed. So we just drive to Cincinnati. It's about 12 hours, and we just drive straight through.
I remember at the Dallas airport, you're not loading at this gate, transferring.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, isn't that about a half mile away?
Oh, it is horrible. You got to take a tram to get to the
people running and everything. I said, that's
crazy.
That's
Hey, we got to say
insane.
hi to Keith Shepard, who's checking us out, too. Hey, Keith, be sure to share this #1 video podcast with everybody on your Facebook page. I want to throw this out there. We were talking about stress while you're sleeping, nightmares causing you to age. Here's an interesting little test you can take. A new study found that there's a simple fitness test you can take, and it predicts how likely you are to die in the next 10 years.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
Over 4,000 people ages 46 to 75 tried it. The ones who could do it easily were 6 times less likely to die of a heart attack or lung issues over the next decade.
Hey, well,
Here's what the test is.
Yeah.
It's called the sit-to-stand test or cross-leg get-up test. All you have to do is sit down on the floor and stand back up. You sit down, what do they call that, the lotus position or the, they call that Indian style where your legs are kind of crossed.
Cross-legged?
Cross legs. And then you sit down that way and you stand up that way. But you can't use your hands or arms to help boost yourself up or guide yourself down.
Oh.
You just sit down and then stand right up. I've done the test, and they said if you have to use just, they say you're okay if you use one arm. You're less likely to die in the next 10 years or whatever. They scored each test by starting at 10, subtracting 1 point every time you had to use one hand, which I had to use one hand to sit down and one hand to help push myself back up. And they say if you're okay with that, you're probably, if you only use one hand, you're probably less likely to die in the next 10 years. But any higher than that, been nice knowing you.
ouch.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know how that's going to work out because, one leg I had broken some time ago, and I can't.
Here we go with the excuses.
Yeah, I can't. I can't do that. If I sit down cross-legged, my leg will pop out of joint.
Ooh.
So you don't see me doing that.
Yeah.
And wait a minute, you won't see me doing that.
I think the only reason I may be able to do it without, but by using just one hand, is because my granddaughter, when she was 4 or 5, every morning we'd get up when I'd be visiting them at 6 a.m. She'd get me up and we'd watch a yoga show with some young girl from England who did yoga, and I would have to do yoga with my granddaughter every day.
Now that's good stuff.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm twisting and
How
positioning.
long ago was this? It wasn't too long ago. then.
No, it wasn't that long ago. Just a couple years ago. So
Was it on YouTube?
it was some kind of YouTube thing. Yeah,
She's skinny. The yoga girl.
the
Does she-
yoga girl.
does
Yeah,
she
yeah.
speak English?
And she spoke English, but with a
Broken.
heavy accent because she's from the UK.
I think we watched the same one.
Really?
Me and my boys, we do like a stretch video.
Do you
Yeah,
really?
she like a bunch of different videos. She
Yeah,
does a yoga
and she does
one.
all this. Yeah.
Stretching,
Stretching and
Can't remember
twisting
her
and
name.
turning.
She has some type of like.
I don't watch those, but that version. But I watch the ones where you having arm problems, back problems, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That they do the tapping of this and turning and I tried doing that. And, it seems to be okay. My problem is continuing to do that.
Yeah,
you know,
consistency.
like
Yeah.
I'll do that 3 or 4 days, and then the next week I don't do it at all.
Someone in
So
chat
it's
said we need to
crazy.
see an example from Ron.
That's a good idea.
So what now?
See an
Someone in
example.
chat said Beast RKO says we need to see an example from
An
Ron.
example of what?
The lotus position, or the
Lotus.
sitting Indian style, and then getting up and sitting down.
Well, who said that?
Beast Beast RKO from TikTok.
B's okay.
Yeah,
Look,
he's your number one fan. He's been
Okay,
like, he's been
Beast-
pouring money. At
He's
you.
all over it. Yeah.
How much would it
Thank
cost?
you,
How much
thank
would it
you.
cost?
Oh well, tell you what.
Throw some money in there.
You
Does
got
have
the
money in
you
there.
got the money. 405-358-7137. You go ahead and talk to Richard, and we'll go ahead and get that handle. I already told you that it'll pop out of joint, and to
You'll be
pop
okay.
it back in joint is pretty painful. But for the cash, yeah, I'll take that chance.
Take that chance.
He'll consider it. All right. Hey, here's something I saw that I thought was kind of interesting. BWW, Buffalo Wild Wings now, they've done their $20 all-you-can-eat boneless wings promotion. Good for people who can put them back by the dozen, right? But now, and how many mozzarella sticks can you eat? They're now launching, this is what they're doing at Buffalo Wild Wings, all-you-can-eat appetizers promotion starting at just $9.99. It started Friday, the 27th. The bottomless apps include endless rounds of 2 appetizers at a time, from the fried
Whoa.
pickles to the mozzarella sticks, onion rings, chips and salsa, chili queso.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Not bad at all.
I think a restaurant has to be struggling to do like that's signs of early bankruptcy.
Oh. Well, no. One,
I mean, it's
wing
available
place-
for dine-in only. No,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, no.
One wing place went out of
Othello's-
business. And
I
I'm
think
trying to
Othello's
remember.
and Louis are probably never.
yeah, true.
I'm
What restaurant went out of business? What wing joint? Wingers? Wingers is still open.
It was the one that. No, I can't
Wingstop?
remember.
No, Wingstop's still
No,
open.
no,
Yeah,
that was another one. And
Wingstop, the one in Edmond, some guy was shot there last year, right?
And they're still bustling.
And they're still doing fine.
Ooh,
Oops.
early
Okay,
start.
Yeah.
and at the same, I don't know exactly the name, but it was the one that sort of highlights the upper
Hooters.
part of Hooters.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Closing.
That's
They've been
I
closing.
mentioned this.
Hard for me to believe you wouldn't remember the name Hooters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm glad Richard did. All I did was do this with my hand.
Yeah.
And
Well,
boom,
I
Hooters,
was
he
in the
knew-
process of
immediately
already
knew.
thinking.
Yeah,
You know what?
Wing places.
I got to say one thing on behalf of Hooters, and this is a positive. When my father-in-law came to town many years ago before he passed, he was in his 80s. He had this. He said, "We ought to go to Hooters," and it was with me and my wife and my daughter at the time, who was only 5. So we all went to Hooters. Those girls were so nice to our little daughter at the time. Brittany was only 5. They had her with the hula hoop, and they had her picking out songs on the jukebox. They were the nicest people in the world. So, my hat's off to the folks
Yeah.
at
I'm
Hooters.
hoping just the one that closed that I'm familiar with.
That's the one on
Expressway still
on
open.
Penn.
Penn.
Yeah. On Penn.
But that was
Right,
like I felt like that was a new building, wasn't it?
no, it was
They've been there
another
for a while?
building before
Okay.
that.
Is it now an Asian restaurant or
It
something?
is now closed.
Oh, all gone.
Oh yeah, doors closed, and it'll be interesting to see who takes it over next. Now, I don't know. You guys both married. Did you spend a lot of money on your wedding?
Oh, hell yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff Bezos,
A
as
fort-
you all,
well,
you
yeah,
may
he
already
spent
$20
But it's nothing
million
for him.
dollars. I know, but
It's probably
$20
some type
million
of
dollars.
tax write-off that we just don't
What's
know
the-
about.
But
Here's
the,
my
but the
question.
interesting thing was, did you see who the guests were?
I saw
And I'm,
Oprah.
I'm going to tie this in with
So the Kardashians.
with Diddy's trial. See how many people were at Bezos' wedding who's also been connected with Diddy.
Just see
Ooh.
how much
Usher,
of them on
now,
the-
Usher was there, and like Usher, Jeff
See
Bezos.
how much is all them on the Jeffrey list. Pretty sure they're all on Jeffrey's list too.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at that. Here's there's Oprah dressed in gold. Oh, here's the Kardashians.
Diddy would have been there if he
he
wasn't.
I know
He would
that,
have been there
but-
for sure.
But
he
I was
had
just
busy with court.
I was just looking at how many people that they have called to that trial were at that Leo
DiCaprio.
Yeah, he was there. And I said,
Tom Brady was there, and you know who he was hanging out with most of the time?
Oh yeah,
Oh, the
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, the hottie that's in I don't know if you've ever seen the video of "Angry" by the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
She was featured in that, prominently featured in it, I might add.
let me scratch
Sydney's-
that away.
Oh, was that on your entertainment?
Oh, of
I'm
course.
sorry, man.
But you know what?
But
you
you
still
know,
mention it later on. That's
and the other dude that was there, Leonardo DiCaprio, the guy in the F1, we just talked about
Brad
it.
Pitt?
Brad Pitt was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. And so was Orlando Bloom. He was there.
Yeah, just
He was
split
down here
from
for the,
Katy
Thunder
Perry.
thing.
Yeah.
Him and his girl was down
Why
here.
weren't we invited? I don't get it.
Yeah, see, I don't understand either because when
I
the
think
Thunder
it's
first came
I can
to
tell you why
town,
you guys are invited.
why?
Because I think your introduction after the Asinine trivia, that little spill you do on the last question,
Oh, yeah.
you give out too much information.
Too much information
Yeah,
about
yeah,
us?
yeah. They're like,
we reveal too much
they're
about
like, oh,
ourselves.
man, he's telling our secrets.
Yeah,
That's how we
but
like to get
we-
down.
we
but
can't
but
have
we
it.
like the
pushed them when they
cherries in our
came to
nipples and all that stuff.
But when they came to town, man, we had players, we had executives up there. We pushed the Thunder like you would not believe.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, just like a lot of other folks that have stayed with the Thunder like you should, and now it's all paid off, that we would have gotten an invitation
To the Bezos wedding.
Yeah. Or at least to some of those parties.
Well,
that
it
they
could
had
be,
here.
too, that, I know that you're not too inclined to enjoy riding in a boat, fear of seasickness, and everything there at the wedding, if you noticed, everything was by boat.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're in
Yeah, there you
Venice.
go,
Yeah,
Ron.
there you
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
Now, but you know what? They're sitting down and the guy's pushing it with a stick, a gondola. He's pushing it with a stick, and
Yeah.
I'm saying, I think I can handle
You
that.
can handle
I
that.
can handle that part. But
I believe you.
$20 million, and he gave his wife jewelry like they just dug it up from the pyramids. I don't know.
When you have that much money, is it really important to buy all that crap? I mean, who really needs all that?
all she has to do is just be cool, and she can get it in the divorce.
Eh,
Never know.
learn
By the
from
way,
previous one.
mentioning, since you were going to mention it, and I've already blown it for you on your Hollywood report, Tom Brady is 47, Sidney Sweeney, 27, hanging out
Yeah.
together. Good
But
for him.
but you look
Good
at
for him.
You look at Tom, and Tom looks
Yeah.
Well, it's Tom,
so
though.
fit. Yeah, he's
Yeah, he
so
is
fit.
Tom Brady, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And Sidney Sweeney, she looks, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
She's-
interesting to see once this is over how many relationships that were formed at that particular wedding stand being back in the United States. Are you still together, or was it just an Italian thing?
What's this? Just the Italian job.
Yeah,
That's what it
that's
was. We got to get to some audio because we're starting to run behind as usual. Some NBA fans kind of slamming Kristen Chenoweth's performance at the national anthem deal. She sang the national
Ooh.
anthem before Sunday night's Game 7 here in
Yeah.
Oklahoma City, but she did kind of an a cappella. Well, definitely an a cappella.
Definitely.
And it was perfectly on key, but it was the operatic part toward the end when she sang the word free that some thought it was a bit much. Anyway, we have part of that for you to listen to just because we might want to have an observation. Listen to Kristen Chenoweth.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
Okay, Kristen, listen up.
and the home of the brave.
All right. Yeah, to me, it was a little over the top. But I mean, it was phenomenal in terms of the fact that she was on key the whole way.
And they got her here to do it.
Yeah. She is from here. Didn't she go to Cassidy?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
She went to Cassidy
Yeah.
School.
I can understand that, but when people sing the Star Spangled Banner now, everybody has to put their own little crazy twist on it.
Gotta do it.
Yeah. And I think the first one to really set it off was Marvin Gaye when he was doing the Star Spangled Banner with the Lakers and whoever they were playing at that time. And he had a little, I don't know, sounded like a little Latin part to it. And,
Yeah.
and everybody just loved it. Oh, that's great. That's great. And from that time on,
Everybody
Yeah,
else
right.
tried to put their own spin on it, and
Yeah.
it's not been always.
Not been the same.
Yeah. I thought Roseanne Barr really.
Oh yeah.
really did it
Set the
justice.
bar.
Oh yeah.
She really set the bar high.
Yeah, yeah. Where you could step right over. And then after that, then she spit.
Oh yeah, remember that?
And
Oh
I'm
my
saying,
God.
Why? How? Who chose her?
Yeah, what was the point?
Yeah.
By the way, Mike Moshak's online. He says, "Oh look, friends, it's Oklahoma City's ping pong champions Jack Hot Sauce Elliott and Ron. How about you, Williams? Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for checking out.
Appreciate it.
Mike's a
Mine-
good guy,
It's finally started showing up. You were reading all those names off. I didn't have squat over here.
and now it's all popped up.
Yeah,
We
well,
got
not
real
just
quick
one.
to TikTok. Shout out to B Shark KO and then also Brett or Bob Hart 321 and the 290 loyalists.
Oh, everybody's got a number in their name
Yeah,
now.
of
Huh?
course.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, we got to take a commercial break, and remember, hang through the commercial break. It's not that long. Plus, we have the best commercials in the industry, better than anything you've seen during the Super Bowl. We'll take a commercial break and be right back. Hang on.
And think about this.
Hey,
what
Al,
about Bonanza?
Okay. Well,
I'm back, Ron. You said
No,
you gotta think
I
about
said when we
something.
come back.
Oh, okay.
What about Bonanza?
All right, we'll take a break. Be right back.
Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's.
Well, I'm looking around and I don't see you. Well, wait, are you at Othello's in Edmond?
No, I'm at Othello's in Campus Corner in Norman.
Oh, great. Well, fortunately, both Othello's have great Italian food.
They sure do, and I'm having the baked ziti.
Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying. Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond.
Hey Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there?
Affirmative. Your backup is cloud-based. It's all on the cloud nowadays.
That's funny. But you guys have the wings?
Winger, Jack, winger. Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, big hair.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily. Come try one of our great new sandwiches. Or wings with any of 7 delicious sauces. Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over. Yeah, we're just not up here winging it.
Hey Jack, BK.
No, we're not. Are we back?
You're back.
Hey, I want to remind you real quick. We've got Jack Attack Clean and Shine for your vehicle. They're the only product you need for your vehicle. If you don't buy this stuff to maintain your vehicle will be worth a lot less money when you go to trade it in or sell it. So keep in mind, this product will keep your vehicle looking brand new inside and out. Leather, vinyl, chrome, glass, plexiglass, whatever. And the outside, it'll make that paint shine like it's never shined before. How do you get this product? You're scratching your head saying, "Gee, Jack, I want to know how to get this stuff. How do I do it?" Well, here's what you do, little one. Go to shopjackattack.com. That's shopjackattack.com. Simple enough. Shopjackattack.com. It's also available at numerous convenience stores around the city, including Boomer Express in Norman, Goodies at Southwest 59th in May, Goodies at 63rd in May, and Goodies in Edmond at Bryant Memorial, and others as well. Get yourself some of this stuff. It works. I promise.
You know, here's something that I think would be great before this summer is over.
How about that?
You bring a case of that,
Uh-huh.
and people can come right here and buy it from you.
Hey, there's an idea.
Yeah, just we can have
a
somebody
little pop-up sale.
Yeah, we can have a little somebody at the door to take care of that.
Yeah.
And they say, I don't know where this is or where I don't. But if you're in the neighborhood, stop by and buy. You know, we need to think seriously.
Yeah,
about that,
we'll
man.
talk about that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, something we can talk about too. And I guarantee you, everybody listening right now will be talking about it, and that's their final journey, baby.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, what? You know what's going to happen, and you might as well go ahead and make it something to remember. You can do that with Howard Harris Funeral Services.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mentioned it once before. If you're in the service, they will handle all of the veteran documents that you need to present to whomever. They will go ahead and take care of that for you. And remember this too: you can preserve your independence. You can arrange exactly the type of service that you want. No, it's not a family discussion. It's what you want.
Yeah, what you want.
That's right. And you can, that last one can really, it's going to be a celebration, or you're going to shoot the finger to everybody. I don't know. But all you need to do is call Audrey Howard Harris at your service, 405-682-1883. She is a licensed funeral director and insurance counselor. And the plans for your future journey can begin today. It's just that simple. You can pay it off. It's not something you pay on forever. Check them out, won't you? Howard Harris Funeral Services. Let's face it, you're going to deal with them one day, one way or another.
Yep.
Do it at your disposal.
Well, let me query you a little bit. By the way, my friend Arjun is watching. Hey, Arjun, how the hell are you? Arjun has a convenience store at 36th and Kelly, Northeast 36th and Kelly. He has a convenience store there, and I believe he's going to be
I've been there.
Have you?
I have been there. My good buddy and I, we went there to get some gas and to do something else. And are those is his wife or sisters there? He had a couple of very, very attractive ladies working in that store.
Well, thanks for telling me, Arjun. I had no idea. I'm going to have to make my way over there tomorrow.
Yes,
but anyway,
buddy.
And I think he's going to carry my product too, the Jack Attack Clean and Shine. So Arjun over there at Northeast 36 in Kelly. I was going to mention something else. Oh, about the final journey. I was just thinking, imagine, you've got, say you've kept a lot of your footwear. So maybe you have 60, 70 pair of shoes and you die. Could you have planned in advance to give a pair of your shoes or one of your shoes to every person who comes to your service? Could you set that up in advance?
I think that would be great. Only they get one shoe. They don't get the
Just
whole
one.
pair.
Yeah,
they
one
get
shoe.
one shoe.
One shoe. Don't be greedy.
I remember him now. One shoe Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could give a shoe to everybody.
Yeah.
See, there's so many things you can
And look,
be
you
in.
put a sock in it too.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
You could be so inventive. I mean, with this planning your final journey, instead of just shocking the family by dropping dead, and then they're stuck with the bills and the planning and not knowing what, and everybody trying to dig into your stuff and take whatever. Nobody be taking your shoes because you're giving them away. All right,
I like that.
We got to get to email.
Woo, we're running behind, brother.
Yeah, we are.
All right,
email
let me
time.
go ahead and just kind of paraphrase this. This is from a young man who was taking his mom to the store. All right, he parked, the little pieces of concrete they have to designate spots.
Sure.
Well, he pulled in, and at this particular point, his mother said, "You didn't do it correctly. It's crooked." And he says, "No, it's not." So he had to pull out and pull. He went over the concrete and pulled the front end of the car off.
Uh-oh.
And now he's being blamed when he says, "Hey, I told you it was okay in the first place."
Yeah.
And right now he is being prevented from driving the car, obviously not old enough to have his own or rich enough, whatever the case may be.
Poor kid.
So he's wanting to know, guys, do you think I'm right or she's right?
Oh, man. You're putting us in a really tight spot.
Oh, I don't think it's tight at all.
Okay, what's the answer?
Well, you pulled in. You pulled in, and you thought you were,
You're good.
You were, correctly. She could have obviously taken the car and parked it the way she wants it, but you were driving. She should have respected your efforts.
Better put some respect in your driving.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is his mom, right?
Yeah.
His mother.
Well, yeah. So he's not going to go too crazy.
No.
He's not going to drive off and leave her somewhere.
Well, so anyway, he can't drive. He has no access to the automobile anymore.
Yeah, at least for right now.
And she probably doesn't either because it's in the shop.
Get that front end fixed. That's not, you know what? Depending upon how much you pull away from your vehicle, it's not that difficult. You slide it back and you bolt it back in. Don't you?
Keep it pushing.
Don't you?
Okay, Mr. Demolition Expert. Yeah.
No,
Don't you usually?
I'm on his side.
If you pull the front end off of it, you probably end up in the collision center having them do it, and it's probably going to cost you a couple grand.
Yeah, it sounds pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Geez, swell.
Okay. Well, all right. Is Roy joining us today?
Roy is here.
Let's check in with Roy, the movie guy. He's got all the info on what did what at the box office this weekend and what's yet to come.
Roy, where you at, Roy? There he is.
Well, Roy.
Thought that was Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Roy, this is what he says about the movie. You know what?
Must not have been very good.
I have nothing to say
Thank you
about
guys.
this
I hope
movie.
everybody had a great weekend. Now let's talk some box office numbers and what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Coming in at number 5 was 28 Years Later with $9.7 million. Megan 2.0 came in at number 4 with $10.2 million. Elio came in at number 3 with $10.7 million. How to Train Your Dragon came in at number 2 with $19.4 million. And your new number 1 movie, F1 The Movie, with $55.6 million at the box office. Now let's talk about what's opening up this weekend at the box office. We have one major title opening up actually this Wednesday, July 2nd, and that is Jurassic World Rebirth, starring Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey, and Rupert Friend. Zora Bennett leads a team of skilled operatives to the most dangerous place on Earth, an island research facility for the original Jurassic Park. Their mission is to secure genetic material from dinosaurs whose DNA can provide life-saving benefits to mankind. As the top-secret expedition becomes more and more risky, they soon make a sinister, shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 14 minutes long. And that's a look at what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, all the big stars traveling all over the country, pumping that movie. Brad Pitt did that and got his house broken into.
You know, this is one. It's interesting you brought that up because I hadn't even thought about discussing that. But we've talked about this before. All these professional athletes, pro football, Patrick Mahomes, other professional athletes, Kelsey, Travis, and now Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston. All these people have had their homes broken into. What sort of security system do they have?
I was about to say, as rich as they are,
yeah,
I would have a security guard stationed there, say like from sundown to sun up.
I take it back to, I will admit that Jennifer Aniston had that guy who tried to crash her place, busted through the gate, but she did have a stalker, but she has a security guard, and the security guard captured the guy till the police came and arrested him and took him away. But all these other guys, I'm thinking,
yeah, it's crazy.
Don't you have a security alarm system, cameras? Don't you have a big dog, something? I mean, it just seems like
that way. Same with Liv Morgan with the WWE. Somebody broke in and just kind of made themselves at home. And
I just don't understand how the alarm doesn't. Like at my house, if I leave the house to go to the corner to get gas, the alarm is set. And if it goes off, the alarm, the police are there in 2 minutes. And so I'm trying to figure out how, just measly old me has a security system that operates like that. And you got just measly old me, pitiful me. And yet Brad Pitt and Patrick Mahomes and all these guys, they don't have a security system, at least unless it's disarmed by some professional.
Well, aren't you? Doesn't that put you in the category with them?
Well, what category? I mean,
actually, a better category.
Because I have a system. Yeah.
What you need to go ahead and send them some type of information saying, "Hey, this is what you need to do."
I think I will.
Yeah, that's crazy. That rich and people can still come up and break into your home.
That's unreal.
Insane.
Without any, apparently, no way to track who did it. No video relevance or whatever you want to call it. No video confirmation of who broke in, and I don't know. Anyway, you brought it up. I wanted to follow through and try to figure out what's going on. Right. Okay, we have more audio. Yeah, we do.
Talking about the cops once before, let's talk about them some more.
Okay, let's do it. We've got some audio for you. Cops in Oregon searching for a 42-year-old guy who led officers on a high-speed chase, then abandoned his SUV. He fled on foot. How about that? It's making national headlines. Here's why it's making national headlines. His real name is Looney Tune. Looney Tune. It's his legal name. Here are the news anchors.
He got out of his vehicle and started running. He's loony.
These are the anchors, news anchors at an ABC affiliate there in Oregon, trying to make sense of the guy's name. Listen up.
Police still searching for the driver accused of firing shots at officers during a pursuit this morning. The man's name is Looney Tune. Police consider him armed and dangerous.
K2 Shelby Slaughter joins us live in the Eastmoreland neighborhood where this happened. And Shelby, first question, and it's on everybody's mind right now, is that actually the suspect's name?
So his full name is Looney John Franklin Tune.
Looney John Franklin Tune. Looney Tune. You know.
I like it.
You know,
kind of like it. John Franklin really makes it sound sophisticated.
Yeah.
See that, and
Looney Tune.
When I used to go to church all the time, we had a gentleman, part of the usher board, I think, and his name was L.O. The first
L.O.
L.O. And I was the L.O. He stood for Looney. That was his name.
No
Looney.
kidding,
Yeah,
Looney.
But he just shortened it to L.O.
That's kind of cool.
Which I think is smart on his part.
By the way, we want to say hi to Sharita Barrett, who's checking out the Facebook page today. Thank you, Sharita. Be sure to share this Facebook page with everybody on your list, okay? So they know that Jack and Ron, #1 video podcast in America, is being broadcast right now, not only on Facebook, but YouTube and TikTok. So go ahead, pass that word around. Text the information to all your friends, relatives, and even the people you can't stand. Time now for news. Oh, jeez. News of the I'll be damned. Gee, holy crap.
I'm now deaf.
I got to get a new megaphone or something. News of the I'll be damned. Are we ready, kids? Sure. Kind of curious how this woman plans to celebrate Independence Day, because she's pretty much already gone all out. Police in a small town of Bussey, Iowa, got an interesting call last Monday, 4:25 in the morning, about a naked woman setting American flags on fire. Cops responded, found a 21-year-old Brianna Laird is her name, an American flag tied around her head. She was also not wearing pants. No pants, no underwear.
Oh, excuse me.
The flags, by the way, were stolen from the city. Stole the flags from the city. Sounds like they may have been on display in the town because, we've got the 4th of July coming up and all. It's unclear why the lovely 21-year-old Brianna was burning the flags, but cops found evidence of, believe it or not, drug use, and she was kicking the officers as they tried to restrain her. She'd been charged with arson, assault, indecent exposure, theft, possession of drug paraphernalia, and desecration of a flag. Oh, and at the time, Brianna was on probation for a 2023 marijuana possession conviction, and in 2022, she was convicted of driving under the influence.
They'll do it.
Yep. So now you hear these stories all the time, and then a couple months later, you find out that person's been released. Now, I don't know. If she'd been charged with arson, arson's a big one. That's a giant felony. And
who are you folks? Who are your folks? Who do your folks know?
Yeah. Who are your parents? How much money they got? Because as Ron always says, the color of justice in this country is green. And it certainly is. So who are your folks and who do they know? Yeah. And then, there's a good chance she will get out. But arson is a big one.
She needs to go to rehab.
There you go.
She needs to go to that needs to be part of her sentence for maybe not going to jail. You got to go to rehab.
There you go.
All right.
Well, we got to get to the sleazy, trashy showbiz report. Do we have time?
Yeah,
we do.
Ooh, barely. Hey, Vin Diesel says Paul Walker, who died in 2013, will appear in the final episode of Fast and Furious.
Really?
Yeah, man. Are they going to use AI? You better believe they
Is
are.
that what they're doing? God.
Yeah.
This AI stuff's really got me scared.
Diddy's son has put out a new jam called Diddy Free.
Diddy Free.
Featuring Kanye West. Diddy, by the way, if he is convicted of especially that racketeering, is facing life in prison. The creator of the Squid Game compared the evil VIPs to Elon Musk. ABC is Did you remember the Dr. Odyssey? On the ship, they're out there. It's on ABC. Well, don't worry about it. ABC canceled it. Beyonce got stuck in midair in a car at her concert, saying she wasn't worried. She says if she fell, they would catch her. Yeah, I'm sure she hopes.
I heard she was in a harness too. So but
she was yelling stop.
Yeah, stop. She was saying stop a lot.
Yeah, she was a little frightened. I don't blame her.
You're in front of
I'd have been
a
scared.
bunch of people.
Yeah, boy.
Well, the other thing is, what if the car falls? Who's underneath the car?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Like there's
Lawsuit City.
Yeah.
Will Smith referred to the Oscar slap during a freestyle rap session. We'll be listening for that. Tom Brady, of course, hitting Sydney Sweeney. Well, hitting on.
Yeah.
Sydney
Tom Brady,
Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. Hey.
Hey, the new Golden Bachelor says he will not consider anyone over 60. He says his age limit is 45 to 60. Anybody younger or older, he will not consider.
Well, now, why not younger? I mean, what's wrong with somebody under 45?
Well, because young people tend to be kind of weird.
Okay.
For older guy who's really been there and done that.
Tom Brady doesn't seem to be bothered by it.
Yeah, but look at Tom
Leonardo.
But look
or Leonardo.
Yeah, but look at those two guys.
Yeah.
Come on. They look good. They got money. What do you want? President Trump says a very wealthy group has now agreed to buy TikTok, and CNN slapped the president after his West Point appearance, especially after leaving the stage without shaking the hands of the cadets, which all presidents do. He finished up, went off script, and started talking about congressmen's wives and stuff like that. When we finished, he just walked off and stuff, shaking hands.
But he had a tea time, man. He had to get to down there at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. Well. Oh, wow. Well, anyway, and looking at a show that it just got to me. You remember Bonanza with Haas and
Sure
Little
do.
Joe and all
Lauren
that
Green and all them.
Yeah, and I'm looking at some of the folks who are still alive from Westerns during that day. Every member, every star of Bonanza is dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Hollywood update.
There you go. All right, we've got some audio to get to. Recent appearance on a podcast called The Good Podcast. That's the name of the podcast, The Good Podcast. The host asked Nick Cannon to name all 12 of his kids. He's kind of on a roll, but then he came up short. Listen to Nick Cannon try to name all 12 of his kids.
What are their names?
You want all 12?
12 names. Go.
All right. This is where I usually get in trouble.
Why? Because you don't know all of them.
I know all of them, but
Okay.
all right, well, here we go. I'll label it off for you. See, let's keep me honest. There's Rock, Row, Golden, Powerful, Rise, Onyx, Legendary, Zion, Zillion, Zen, and see, this is where how many?
You're missing 2.
I'm missing 2.
Yep, you're missing 2.
What's the oldest?
Yeah. How about the name Powerful? How would you like to have the name Powerful?
Oh, and all these other names.
Zin. Yeah, I mean,
it's like
Air.
At some point in time, don't be surprised when you get at your front door somebody saying, "Dad, what in the blue hell were you thinking about naming me that? Do you know how much crap I've had to take from everybody else?" But anyway.
All right, we got to get to the dumb. Is this thing working here? The dumbass joke of the day. All right, we've got 3 very cheesy jokes as usual. We ask Ron to pick one of the cheesy jokes. So once again, Ron gets to pick his cheese. Number 1, the nun. Number 2, the barn. Number 3, the 3rd grade teacher. Okay, the nun, the barn, 3rd grade teacher.
All right, considering today's show, maybe we better look for some redemption. The nun.
Okay, a nun badly needing to use the restroom walks into a local Hooters. The place is hopping, music, loud conversation, and every so often the lights would turn off. And each time the lights would go out, the place would erupt with cheering. However, when they saw the nun, the room kind of got silent. She walked up to the bartender and said, "May I please use the restroom?" And he said, "Okay, but I should warn you that there's a statue of a naked man in there wearing only a fig leaf." And the nun says, "Oh, in that case, I'll just look the other way." So the bartender shows the nun to the restroom. After a few minutes, she comes out, and the whole place stopped long enough to give the nun a loud round of applause. Bartender, she says, "I don't understand. Why did they applaud when I went to the restroom?" And he said, "Well, now you're like the rest of us." And she says, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "Well, would you like a drink?" She said, "No, but I still don't understand." The bartender says, "You see, every time someone lifts the fig leaf on that statue, the lights go out and everybody applauds. Now, how about a drink?" See?
Oh, caught you red-handed.
I got another one for you. I know we're running short on time. A couple, they have a barn. The barn burns down. The wife calls the insurance company, and she says to the insurance agent, "We had that barn insured for $50,000. I want my money." He goes, wait a minute. It's not the way it works. An independent adjuster will assess the value of what was insured, and then will provide you with a new barn of similar worth. There's a long pause, and the wife says, "If that's how it works, then I want to cancel the life insurance policy on my husband."
Oh.
I got one more, and it's quick. I promise.
Ladies.
Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson is a 3rd grade teacher. He wrote on the blackboard, "I ain't no fun. I ain't had no fun in months. That's what he wrote, Mr. Johnson, on the blackboard. I ain't had no fun in months. Then he asked the class, how should I correct this sentence? Little Johnny raised his hand and said, get yourself a girlfriend. Oh, hello. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got to get to Tribon, too? Holy crap. We are behind. Sorry, guys. Hang with us just a few more minutes. We'll wrap it up here just a bit. But Tribon, we give you 3 words. You got to come up with 1 word that works with the 3. Your answer must match ours. This one last week was a level of difficulty 9.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah. Patrol, south, knee.
Jelly.
No, sir. Again, patrol, south, knee.
Highway.
Nope. I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, because
Park.
The word is,
Park.
Not park. Close. Paw. Paw Patrol. South Paw. Yeah. Pawnee.
Pawnee.
I got you on that one, didn't I? Now,
you know, after a while, I start to like cut my eyes over here. Like, come on, Pawnee. Come on, man.
All right, this one is for today, and we'll give you the answer on July 7th, which is next Monday. Oh, this one is so simple. A 3-legged dog with an eye patch and no tail could get it. I mean, I'm telling you, a monkey with no banana could get this. A chicken with no pecker could get it. The 3 words, fans, you won.
Fans, you won.
Fans, you won. All right? We'll give you the answer next week. 3 words, 1 word works with those 3. Fans, you won. All right, we got to wrap up with what we call Too Tough Trivia.
Yep.
And it's about the presidents of the United States.
Someone said it in TikTok chat, so I'm gonna let you read it and then maybe see if they got it right.
In the past century, every president has made at least 1 international trip. At least 1. That is, except for 1 exception.
What was Hoover's first name?
Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover, was that right?
Yeah. Herbert Hoover.
Is he the one?
Yeah.
Ah,
that's it. Hey.
Your friend Beast RKO, who wanted you to be in the pose.
Is that written on the screen? Because I can't read this. I can see that it's there.
He said it earlier, but yeah, it should be there.
I can't.
That's
screen.
Pretty, that's pretty good, dude.
That's pretty good, man. There's glare on the screen. That's why I can't read the comments on the TikTok ones.
Yeah,
figured that out.
I can read the ones on the Facebook.
Same for me. I can't see them either.
Okay, very good. Well, Herbert Hoover, that's your answer to Too Tough Trivia.
Yeah.
Now, your answer to what we're going to do next, we're going to leave. We've got to thank Richard for being the executive producer, setting up all the gear and doing this stuff for us each and every week. Also, thanks to the nice folks at Othello's. This is the Othello's Italian restaurant in Edmond, Oklahoma. We're here each and every week at noon on Monday. We'll be here again next Monday. And it's right here in the heart of downtown Edmond, right there in the bowels of downtown Edmond. They have another location in Norman. Be sure to check them out. Great Italian food at either Othello's. Each one opens daily, 7 days a week at 4 p.m. Also, quick reminder, get yourself some Jack Attack. Make your car look great this summer. Jack Attack Clean and Shine. Go to shopjackattack.com. Shopjackattack.com.
And don't forget about that final journey of yours. Yes, you will be taking it. This is not something you can put on hold. It's going to happen. Check out Howard Harris Funeral Services, my friend, who will make sure that final journey of yours is customized just for you. Exquisitely customized. You'll have it exactly the way you want it. All you need to do is call 405-682-1883. That's 405-682-1883. Ask to speak to Miss Howard Harris.
Very good. And thanks to you guys for checking out the #1 video podcast in America with Jack and Ron. We're here every week doing this because people have demanded it. People have said, we want you. If not on the air on radio like you were for 40 years, we want you on a podcast. So here we are, stepping into the future of digital excellence.
Gee, after listening to this show, how eager are people going to be ready to step into the future? Are they going to be there too?
All right, you guys. We'll wrap it up. Remember, when you go out to do what you do it like Jack and Ron. Do it like Jack and Ron. Be the very best at what you do. Whatever it is you do for a living or whatever, be the best. Like Jack and Ron, go give it 110, 120, 130% effort. Like Jack and Ron, go give it hell.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Good day.